Pacific Rim.
Uprising!
Alright, so this is a
Alright.
special edition of this review because we all went and saw it. And
It was a boys' night
you
out.
and you are super fans of the Pacific Rim trilogy.
Well, the first one.
Let's say that.
The first one. You remember Dustin? He did a couple reviews with us.
American
This is
Dietitian.
John. And this is Lance. He's been in
Pacific Rim apologist. Lance.
Today's the first one. So we just got done watching Pacific Rim Uprising, starring John Boyega and
No one else.
Clint Eastwood's son. What's his name?
Oh, that's who.
Anyways,
Clint Jr.
Clint Jr. I guess that's it. So, guys, first impression of this movie. Paul, what's your first impression?
My first impression is it tried too hard to be something that it's not, and it didn't accept what it really is. That's my first impression.
Okay. What about you, Dustin?
First impression, boring. They should have named it Pacific Rim Straight to Blu-ray.
Well, that's a very strong opinion there. John, what was your impression?
It didn't have the charm.
It did.
The first one
I
had a
agree with
guilty
you.
pleasure charm, and this
I
one
agree
didn't have
with
it.
you. Okay. What about you, Lance?
I thought it was just a high school makeover of a straight action movie.
Yeah. I think by everybody's opinion here, you can probably tell we didn't really like this movie as much. But there are good elements. Give me some of the things that you like about this movie.
Okay, so where the movie did well, it did well in the first one. That there's monsters fighting robots.
And
That's all it needs to be, and it couldn't even do that
Yeah.
for half the movie.
I agree. John?
I thought John Boyega was really good.
I thought he was good too.
Yeah, I thought he kind of carried the film because other than him, it's like the characters are really, really bland.
Okay. What about the girl, Dustin? What do you think about what was her name?
Her name was Amara.
Amara. What do you think of her character?
Didn't know. We saw her family get crushed.
Which was sad.
That was the most tearful moment of the film. I thought.
Spoiler.
But they really didn't let it develop very much, and she tried to come off as like
No.
a street thug, but they didn't give her enough time to do that. They didn't give her enough screen time to let her talk about her backstory, and it was literally like one scene where she's like, "You're right, I've screwed around. I need to step up," and off she goes.
I agree with that. I
Not
thought
enough character development.
that scene made me kind of tear up too.
That was pretty
when,
sad.
especially when the dad goes, "I'll get you." I was thinking of my kids. But anyways, Lance, what about you? What are some good things you like about this movie?
They had a twist, kind of like Paul said. It did have
Big twist.
But anyways, there's still a lot of monster versus robot, but they added a thing whereas robot hybrid
that was a little
versus
weird.
robot. So
You see, I thought that was the best fight in the film. That was like the best action in the film because there was actually fighting.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
This movie does. I hate to say it about this kind of movie, but it's a slow burn, but it doesn't burn anywhere.
if this movie came out first, and then the first movie came out second, that would have been actually a lot better. I think.
I think most of us here have seen the first one, right?
Yes.
And I think no.
I don't
Paul
know.
needs to rewatch it.
He
To
just
me,
doesn't want to get it.
I agree with everybody. I think the best part was just the fighting, and I think they should have stuck with that the entire movie. So here comes the good, but now comes the bad. Now let's give a minute of what are some things that you did that was horrible in this movie, because there were a lot of horrible moments in this movie.
I said this in the parking lot. The most unrealistic part about the movie about monsters fighting robots is the fact that they evacuated Tokyo in like 10 minutes. I don't know.
I think we're justified trying to say that half of the people in Tokyo was dead. But anybody else?
I got caught up on how there was one really random death for one of the kids. It was, I don't remember his name, it was the Indian kid. And they didn't even like glorify him, they just showed his fried hand and they're like, he's down. And I'm like, why him? Like why he actually talked a lot. He actually said things.
He was destined to
He didn't
play
want
with,
to
He didn't want to become a boob doctor like
Yeah,
his dad.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Why not?
Spoiler alert. John.
Okay.
The thing I didn't like is that it didn't have the sense of scale the first one had.
Okay,
The
I
first
get it.
one, you felt tiny.
Oh, I
Right? The
agree.
robots felt huge because they were fighting with ships they were fighting with the environments.
Oh man,
But
that's a
this
good
one
point.
is
Everything.
That's a good
nothing.
point.
There's
There
no-
were a lot of mid-frame
Yeah.
shots where
Yeah.
it showed like the whole body of the robot.
Exactly, it was a very wide scale shot in
Yeah.
the first ones, right? But in this one, it's like Transformers, where it's kind of zoomed in a little bit. You can't really tell what was going on.
I agree.
sometimes.
I
And
think
that's kind of lost in the second one.
for me it was the same. I felt like this was almost like Power Ranger meets Transformer-y type of like robot fighting. The first one had this gritty, dark tone that I thought that worked for everything. I think Paul said his best when we were walking out of the theater. It's like they should have stuck to what they know best, and that was monsters fighting robots. They didn't need a lot of backstories. They didn't none of that. Because I think all of us in here went in there thinking we just want to see robot fighting monsters. Like I didn't think it was gonna be an Academy Award winning movie or anything. We just want to see more fighting. But I think it fails on that part. And so let's give it a rating.
All right.
I give this red box, because I feel like it still had monsters versus robots. So you got that going for you. So that's
Okay.
when we.
Lance.
I would probably go with cable TV.
All
right.
Cable TV. That's what it was.
All right.
That means bad.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Cable TV, you don't need to watch the second one, just enjoy the first one.
I'm gonna go the same. Cable.
Okay.
Watch it if you're bored. If you're gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
On my way to get the red box, it isn't there, so I go home and it's on cable TV.
It's probably already over there.
Oh,
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys for this review, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later, nerds.